I was 17 at the time when the 2016 election was approaching. I've always been incredibly passionate about politics, and I was so excited to be able to vote for the first time. And I just had such interest in the future of our country. There were so many different options, especially since Barack Obama was not going to be president anymore. I had gone to so many political events and I had asked candidates so many questions over the years, but I was also hoping that I could get the chance to ask Donald Trump a question. He owns the Miss Universe pageant, and that really bothered me. And I also knew that he had said that he didn't support abortion, and that really worried me. So I decided to attend this political event where Donald Trump was going to be speaking. And I asked Donald Trump a question.
The arrogant young woman who questioned me in such a nasty fashion was a Jeb staffer.
I decided to intern for the Bush campaign because I thought it was going to be an interesting opportunity, but it wasn't working for me, and so we parted. I think it's very obvious that I wasn't a plant because Jeb Bush is Catholic and he is against abortion. Why would the campaign send someone in to ask a question about a woman's right to choose? It doesn't make sense. The day after the Trump event, everything started to blow up in the mainstream media. All of a sudden, there were hundreds of people who were either tweeting at me or trying to message me. First of all, they were calling me out for being a plant. The comments started to turn towards me as a person. They asked whether or not I knew I was ugly. They started to get incredibly sexual. There had been a lot of things that had happened that summer. I was a survivor of sexual assault, and I was filled with so much anger. They said that they were going to find me and rape me. One person pooped in a box and they mailed it to my house. The most shocking and scary one to me was a comment that said they knew where I lived. They were going to stomp my head into a curb and then urinate all over my face. To suddenly go from a private citizen to a public figure, it's absolutely terrifying. There's no security. I remember lying in my bed with the covers over my head, and I couldn't imagine that this was ever going to end. This whole situation taught me that this campaign was going to cross lines that hadn't been crossed before. The second that you take a teenager and you throw them out to be eaten by the wolves, you've crossed that line.